Hello friends, how are you all? I hope that you all are fine and doing well in your studies. Okay, why I am here? Can anyone guess? Yes, exactly. I am here to tell you something about CTET. CTET exams. And one of the most important questions that I was getting from all of you. What was that? Sir, when we will be eligible for the CTET exams? When? Right? Especially the first years, definitely those who have got the admission in 2021. They were asking me this question through WhatsApp calls, through Telegram messages even, right? So that's why I am here. I am Santosh and I am here to tell you more about CTET exams. That's why you need to stick to the video from the starting to the end part, because if you skip, then you have your loss. Okay, so let's start. First thing first, we need to know about CTET. What is CTET all about? Central Teacher Eligibility Test. It's a professional exam, my friends. And why you need to appear for this CTET exam? What is the need for that? Okay, let me clear one thing. When you say, sir, I have appeared for B.Ed degree, okay, I have secured the B.Ed degree, but you do not have the CTET scorecard, CTET certificate, so no school is going to give you the job. Especially if I talk about the government schools, for example KVS, Kendra Vidyalaya Sangathan, NVS, Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti, your DSSB, Delhi school, I would say MCD schools or any state government school, they are not going to give you the job. The reason is simple, because you have only secured the B.Ed degree and not the CTET certificate. So CTET certifies you that now you are eligible for teaching part. That's why after B.Ed you need to have the CTET scorecard, you can say, or CTET certificate. Okay, so this was one part only, right? So CTET is conducted twice in a year, around June, July 1st, you can say, and then around December, January part. Okay, those who have appeared this time, they already know about it. So CTET is conducted twice. Earlier, the validity of CTET exam was 7 years. Count it, 7 years. Okay, now the means it is conducted twice every year, you can say, but now you are, once you need to appear for the CTET exam and then you will be eligible always. Okay, first it was valid for 7 years, now it's valid lifetime. If you are following the news, then you definitely know about it. First thing, I have cleared what is CTET and when it is conducted, a validity of CTET scorecard, CTET certificate, everything I have cleared. Now the most important part that I was getting, even I have just mentioned the question that when we will be eligible for the exam. Let's say if I am, okay, first thing, one more thing I need to clear. In some universities, in some colleges, you can see that B.Ed is a 2-year program. Earlier it used to be 1-year program, but now it's 2-year program. If you want to secure the degree of B.Ed, you will have to appear 2 years. Means you will be, it can be annual or it can be semester mode, but it's a 2-year program. Definitely this is something I need to tell you. Okay, somewhere it's annual, as I said. For example, first year and second year, there are no semester system. Okay, but there are some universities where there is semester system even, right? First semester, second semester, these both constitutes your first year. Then third semester, fourth semester, these 2 semesters constitute your second year, right? This is like this. Okay, so I have just cleared this doubt. Now, when you are eligible for the CTET exam, when you have cleared successfully your first year, hear that properly. I am repeating, take heed to that part. I am repeating it once again. When you have cleared your first year and you have your mark sheet in your hand, okay, then you can say that yes, I am in appearing status, you can say. And even while appearing, you can appear for the CTET exam. Means if you are in second year, you have the mark sheet, so you can sit for the CTET exam and that will be valid. Okay, why I am asking you about the mark sheet part, let me clear this thing. Because let's say you have faced the exam, okay, you have faced your first year exam, and now the next month it is your CTET exam. Okay, let's say on 16th of December you have your CTET exam and your result is announced on 17th of December. What will happen? According to the CTET members, or whatever the rule of CTET is, they will not be considering that of your mark sheet, that of your CTET certificate. I am about to say that of your CTET certificate as valid, because your mark sheet or your marks or your result was announced after the exam. So that will be invalid part. You cannot say that I was appearing that, and even then my mark sheet was not selected and it was rejected. My CTET certificate was not issued or was not valid. You cannot give a any kind of, you cannot say that it was valid. Simply, I want to say. Okay. So what you, in short, I would like to say you that if you really want to say that I need to have the valid CTET certificate, then you must have cleared your first year exams with result in your hand. Okay, so this was in short that I needed to tell you something. Wait, one more thing that I need to share with all of you is that there are various states who conducts their own TET examinations. TET examinations means C means Central Teacher Eligibility Test in CTET part. Now if I talk about Punjab TET, Punjab Teacher Eligibility Test. So there are different states who do not consider CTET, because C means central, valid all over India for central schools. For example, Kendra Vidyalaya, Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti, like this, and even various private schools, you can say DAV and all like that. Okay, got that? DAV is, you can say, not government, but anyways I am saying just for the sake of your knowledge. Okay, so there are various state exams like UK TET, Uttarakhand TET, Teacher Eligibility Test. So there are some states who considers the marks of CTET, who considers that CTET, if you have the CTET, if you want to apply for TGT or PGT in their state, let's say you are a resident of Delhi and you want to apply for Uttarakhand, Punjab. So there are some states who consider CTET as a valid proof that you can, yes, apply in our state. But there are some states who do not consider CTET. Okay, more I will be telling you about it in the next coming videos. For right now, I'm just stopping it here because otherwise the video will be too long. And what happens after it's too long? You all do not watch the video. So I will be taking care of all these things in the next video. Even I will be sharing some of the papers in my Telegram channel. We'll be discussing all the things in this YouTube channel. So if you have any query, you can contact me at this number 8383018454. WhatsApp, you need to WhatsApp me there, and try not to call there because that number is always switched off, because so many calls I get from all of you. So you can WhatsApp, definitely I will be replying all your queries there. Okay, so this was in short. If you just like this video, if you got something new, informative, feel free to subscribe this channel, because this channel will provide you notifications related to B.Ed entrance, your CTET exams, job vacancies and all. So why too late? It's high time that you subscribe to the channel. If you have any query, I just asked you to WhatsApp your query to the number that I have given you. Okay, so we'll meet you in the next video, and don't forget to like this video. Okay, that really motivates me to provide such knowledgeable videos to all of you. Okay, so this is here I end my video. I will meet you in the next video. Have a great day ahead. Keep smiling. I want you to smile always. Okay, thank you. This is here I end. Bye.